Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well.
What a performance from Harden here. He's got 17 points, and he's put one three-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
Motiejunas and Howard, the post pair. Beverly and Harden, they're the backcourt. And it's Ariza in the small forward position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Harden draws the double. To the inside. Motiejunas. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on Harris. Last season was difficult for Dwight Howard, to say the least, across the board. Worse since, in fact, his rookie year.
Yeah, he just wasn't able to stay healthy. I mean, looks dominant in spurts. Gets you thinking, okay, he's back, then his body betrays him.
Harden gets the bucket.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Down low. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Caldwell Pope. And it's 7 points for Tobias Harris.
And talking about Howard, always a perennial double-doubles leader. Last year, total double-double. But that was in only 41 games. So the average over an 82-game stretch would have put him in the top 5 once again. So clearly, he has a lot left when he's healthy.
Catching up in the changes for Houston. Beasley comes in for Motiejunas. And it's McDaniels in for Trevor Ariza. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Bates is checked in. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
Getting back to Dwight Howard, I think he's at a crossroads physically. Had back and knee issues. It's highly unlikely he can be 100% for a full season. You just hope to have him happy and healthy for your most important games.
Jackson has the open look. He drains the quick shot. Jackson's got his... It's not possible what we just... Clark, is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. It's Harden with the drive. Rebounded by the Pistons. Drummond's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Harris. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
And guys, when you go to look for holes in the game of Tobias Harris, there really aren't any. One of the hardest workers in our league. If he has any weakness at all, it's his average size speed combo, which most likely will keep him from becoming the perennial all-star type.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Beverly dishes to McDaniels. Another miss by Houston. Pistons trailed by 17. And it's Harris off the drive.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Harden against Morris. No luck. Some solid defense there from Jackson. The Pistons have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the 3rd. And the basket by Harris.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride. Good. He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Jackson kicks to Morris. Beasley with the steal. It's stolen by Harris. Outside Jackson. He dishes it to Drummond. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
So for the Rockets, Capella's checked in, and it's Brewer in for James Harden. And then for Detroit, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Tolliver comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Johnson in for Harris. And that one's good. Beverly.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
That drops.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Pistons trailed by 15. Here's Jackson. A three ball. They get it back. Meeks outside. That is good. Meeks got 9 points. Stolen by Jackson. Now Detroit moving it up. Meeks leading the charge.
There's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set up, and you can get some easy hoops that way.
And that steal made it pop.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Rockets on top, leading by 10. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And the final period of play just about to start. On the court for the Pistons, Jackson and Caldwell Pope, the guards. Aaron Baines out there with Anthony Tolliver. And it's Johnson in at the three. For the finish, hammers it home to polish off the break.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
And for Trevor Ariza, almost exclusively a perimeter player on the offense last year. New scheme, Greg, new teammate. Big adjustment.
Yeah, the Rockets having Dwight Howard camping out in the lane and James Harden needing space for dribble drives. Not much room to operate inside for Ariza.
But they do like his defense, and we know he can hit the three. It's a pretty valuable commodity. Catching up on the changes for Houston. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Capella. Harden comes in for Brewer. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Jason Terry. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Rockets?
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
You know, you talk about Trevor Ariza last season. I mean, his field goal percentage dipped to 40. Mostly because he only took threes, or so it appeared. It's hard to be efficient if you're only shooting threes.
Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Maniunas. Marcus Morris is checked in for Detroit. Harris comes in for Johnson. Ariza with the bucket.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close. And guys, when you think about Trevor Ariza, he was signed by Houston last year to play defense. And did he deliver on that end? He was usually matched up against the opponent's best wing scorer, and he had the highest steals average of his career, almost 2 a game Add to that, he is a knockdown shooter from beyond the arc.
Here's Caldwell Pope. No good with the triple.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Here's Harris. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Really a heads-up play on both ends there. The steal and the quick push on the break.
Rapid-fire basketball at its best. Boom, 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 bang.
Harden outside to the wing right side. Beverly wide open. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Just too dangerous of a shooter to leave alone from beyond the arc.
And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here.
That's his first personal foul.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Caldwell Pope. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Howard can't hit.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Rockets leading by 15. A shot by Harden. Wide open. A three-pointer off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
To the paint. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ariza.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Pistons trailed by 15. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
No doubt the quarter just not going his way. Still scoreless.
Beverly the pass to Harden. Beasley dishes to Howard. Ariza kicks to Harden. Releases from the wing and drills it. Harden's got 6 in the quarter.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Rockets.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
They knocked down their shots. I mean, a little luck didn't hurt either. A lot of their 50-50 shots went in the basket.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for James Harden. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Here's Caldwell Pope. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
The Pistons working the ball around now. Jackson misses. Clark, no question who's been in control of this game.
It has been all theirs, fully in control.
Timeout called the Rockets. They're in front by 14. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
You know, this is a timeout maybe just so they can pat each other on the back because no other reason to call it.
Well, they're really just being conservative, making sure they don't make any last-minute mistakes, I guess. I mean, I have no idea. No idea.
Harden outside. Ariza outside. Moniunas kicks to Harden. No luck.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, Clark, made the difference.
Well, you know, at this stage, you've got to defend your home floor, and they did that.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific